What's up, guys? This is Chris, Music City Driver again. Wanted to do another video. A couple people have done a couple of videos on this already. Uberman has, I think Rideshare Guy has, a couple other people have, but this is regarding the driver destinations for Uber. Um, it kind of upset me that they did this, especially because I don't know, in my opinion, they made a mistake by doing not enough testing. So they released this prematurely, in my opinion, the 6 per day, and then now they've dropped it back down to 2. I felt like this email, this explanation is like, oh, while we test rigorously, the truth is we don't know exactly how things will work, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, everybody knows that. Everybody knows when you make a plan and it goes into the real world, it doesn't necessarily work out the way that you wanted it to do. That's just the nature of anything you do. I'm a big Dungeons and Dragons player from way back in the day, and that was a saying that we always had was no plot ever survives contact with the players. So in this situation, no plan by Uber ever survives contact with the drivers and passengers. So they can only plan so well, and then things work out differently, different factors that didn't account for whatever in the real world. So I'm really disappointed in this. So as of actually, the other day I still had 6, and now as of yesterday, it suddenly popped up on my screen this little happy little note about driver destinations that they're going back to 2 driver destinations on September 28th. To be honest, it didn't affect me a lot, but it did affect me a few times, especially when I'm going home. That's a no-brainer. I'm only going into town and I'm only going back home one time a day. That's because I live out of town, so that was usually my 2 that I used. I usually used 1 to get into town and then 1 to get back home on Saturdays only. On Fridays and Thursdays, I just used it on the way home. Sometimes if I was not running late for my regular job, I would hit the destinations to work on any day of the week, regardless of what day it was. And that worked out for me quite well a few times. So anyway, please let me know in the comments below how this has affected you. Like I said, it hasn't affected me a whole lot, but I know there's times when I have used destination filters when I know a certain hotel is booked to capacity, like the Gaylord Opryland Resort out near Opryland and Opry Mills, or not Opryland, but the Grand Ole Opry and Opry Mills. Or if you're trying to use a destination filter to go back, if you go way out in the middle of nowhere in the boonies, you want to go back downtown, you can set a destination filter. That way you don't get trapped out in the boonies and end up making a bunch of little crazy little trips all over creation for little money. Those are the 2 times that I can find it to be the most useful. When you really know there's a really packed destination, like for instance, I would be downtown and set a filter for the Gaylord Opryland Resort in hopes that I would pick up a nice surged ride from an event downtown all the way out to Opryland, which is a pretty good distance. And if I could snag a surged plus ride or an XL ride, that'll almost make my night. So anyway, guys, I know everybody's making videos about this, but I just wanted to get out there and give my thoughts on it. How I think it's really crappy that they did this. I don't know. I think it's a really crappy thing to give people all this stuff and then just take it right back. Like maybe 2 months ago, maybe not even that. So anyway, if you guys would please just leave me comments, I'd really appreciate it. If you like this video, I appreciate you watching it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you're out driving, be careful.